Cars in movies aren't just metal and wheels, they're unforgettable icons. They've raced through city streets, escaped impossible situations, and even taken on personalities of their own. Some have become just as famous as the characters who drove them. Today, we're counting down the 10 most legendary movie cars of all time. From high-speed chases to time-traveling adventures, these cars have left a lasting mark on pop culture. Buckle up because this is going to be a fun ride. The Batmobile, 1966. Batman. First up, we have the car that needs no introduction, the Batmobile. This legendary ride first appeared in the 1966 Batman TV series and movie. And from the moment it hit the screen, it became a pop culture phenomenon. With its sleek black design, red accents, and distinctive bubble windshield, the Batmobile looked like it had driven straight out of a comic book. But this wasn't just any car. It was Batman's ultimate crime-fighting machine. Powered by a roaring jet turbine engine, the Batmobile could tear through the streets of Gotham at breakneck speeds. It was packed with high-tech gadgets like the Batphone, the Bat-Ray, and even an emergency bat-turn lever that deployed parachutes for quick 180-degree turns. But what truly made the Batmobile special wasn't just its flashy features, it was its personality. This wasn't just Batman's mode of transport, it was his partner in crime fighting, an extension of his mystique, and a symbol of justice on wheels. And let's not forget those iconic bam, pow sound effects every time it screeched to a dramatic stop. Even decades later, the 1966 Batmobile remains one of the most recognizable and beloved movie cars of all time. It's more than just a vehicle, it's a legend. The DeLorean DMC-12, Back to the Future. The car that turned every kid's dream of time travel into a silver screen reality. With its stainless steel body, futuristic gull-wing doors, and that unmistakable flux capacitor, the DeLorean wasn't just a car, it was a portal to the past, present, and future. Designed by John DeLorean, this sports car was originally meant to be a revolutionary luxury vehicle. But in the real world, it didn't quite take off, plagued by production delays, high costs, and underwhelming performance. However, once Back to the Future hit theaters in 1985, the DeLorean became an overnight sensation. In the film, Doc Brown's wild invention allowed Marty McFly to jump through time at exactly 88 miles per hour. With glowing blue lights, trails of fire, and the iconic Great Scott moments, the DeLorean cemented its place in pop culture history. Despite its real-world shortcomings, the car became a symbol of limitless adventure and scientific wonder. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to hear, "Where we're going, we don't need roads," while flooring the gas pedal? The DeLorean isn't just a car, it's a time-traveling legend. The Ford Mustang GT 390. Bullitt. A car that didn't just appear in a movie, it owned it. Released in 1968, Bullitt featured one of the greatest car chases in cinematic history. Steve McQueen's Mustang GT 390 roared through the hilly streets of San Francisco, dodging traffic, flying over steep inclines, and outmaneuvering a sinister black Dodge Charger in a 10-minute sequence that redefined action movies. The Highland Green Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Its raw power, stripped-down interior, and throaty V8 growl made it feel like a beast on the loose. Steve McQueen, known for doing many of his own stunts, made the chase scene feel even more real. This wasn't about special effects or CGI. This was pure, high-speed, tire-burning intensity. The Bullitt Mustang became an icon, representing rebellion, coolness, and old-school American muscle. Even today, automakers release special Bullitt Edition Mustangs in tribute to its legendary status. The Mustang from Bullitt isn't just a car, it's a piece of movie history. The Aston Martin DB5, James Bond series. The car that defines class, style, and deadly firepower. First introduced in 1964's Goldfinger, the DB5 became James Bond's signature ride, setting the standard for spy cars everywhere. With its refined British design, sleek silver finish, and luxurious interior, the DB5 was already a dream car. But in the hands of Q Branch, it became a fully loaded weapon on wheels. Machine guns hidden behind headlights? Check. An ejector seat for getting rid of unwanted passengers? Absolutely. A bulletproof rear shield? Of course. The DB5 wasn't just a car, it was Bond's ultimate escape plan. Every chase scene featuring the DB5, from the icy roads of GoldenEye to the high-speed action in Skyfall, added to its legend. Even decades later, the DB5 continues to appear in Bond films, proving that some things never go out of style. The Aston Martin DB5 isn't just a car, it's a Bond legend. The Mini Cooper S, the Italian Job. Now let's talk about the Mini Cooper S, the little car that pulled off one of the most thrilling heists in movie history. In The Italian Job, 1969, a team of British thieves used these compact yet powerful Mini Coopers to pull off a daring gold heist in Turin, Italy. What followed was an unforgettable chase scene through narrow alleys, staircases, and even across rooftops. The Mini Coopers weaved through traffic, jumped over obstacles, and outmaneuvered police cars, proving that speed and agility sometimes matter more than size. The film turned the Mini into a British icon, a symbol of ingenuity, teamwork, and sheer driving fun. The phrase, "You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off," became as legendary as the cars themselves. Decades later, the 2003 remake of The Italian Job brought back the Mini Coopers. But nothing quite beats the charm of the originals. The Mini Cooper S isn't just a car, it's a heist legend. The Ecto-1, Ghostbusters. Next up, the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. This 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor ambulance wasn't just transportation. It was the Ghostbusters mobile headquarters, with its flashing lights, wailing siren, and ghost hunting gear strapped to the roof. The Ecto-1 was as much a part of the team as the Ghostbusters themselves. But what really made the Ecto-1 special was its quirky personality. It was big, loud, and totally unpredictable, just like the Ghostbusters. And that eerie siren, instantly recognizable. The Ecto-1 isn't just a car, it's a ghost-busting legend. The General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard. This bright orange 1969 Dodge Charger wasn't just a car, it was a daredevil on wheels. Famous for its gravity-defying jumps and wild police chases, the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard was pure adrenaline. With its signature 01 on the doors and horn playing Dixie, this car was practically a character in the show, helping the Duke boys escape troubled time and time again. The Ford Gran Torino. Gran Torino. This car wasn't just a muscle car, it was a symbol of old-school American grit. In Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood's character, Walt Kowalski, saw the Gran Torino as more than just a car. It was a connection to the past. It represented an era of power, craftsmanship, and raw attitude, making it one of the most emotionally powerful movie cars ever. Known to Herbie, the love bug. Some cars are cool, some are fast, and some have a mind of their own. Enter Herbie, the lovable 1963 Volkswagen Beetle from the Love Bug. Herbie wasn't just any car. He had personality, charm, and a whole lot of heart. Unlike the other cars on this list, Herbie didn't need a driver to steal the show. He was the star. With his classic white paint, racing stripes, and that iconic 53 on his doors, this little Beetle proved that you don't need horsepower to be a hero. In the Love Bug, Herbie defied the odds, outracing high-performance sports cars, pulling off wild stunts, and even falling in love. Whether he was popping wheelies, pulling pranks, or saving the day, Herbie was more than just a car. He was a best friend on wheels. And let's be honest, who didn't want a car that could drive itself, throw tantrums, and win races? Herbie isn't just a car, he's an icon of family fun and adventure. The Ferrari 250 GT California, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Now let's end with a car that was the ultimate dream ride, the Ferrari 250 GT California from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This car wasn't just about speed or style, it was about freedom. When Ferris and his friends borrowed Cameron's father's prized 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California, it wasn't just a joyride, it was an act of rebellion. The sleek red Ferrari, with its curvaceous body and roaring V12 engine, symbolized everything Ferris stood for. Living in the moment, breaking the rules, and making memories. But as much as we admired the car, we also feared for it. The entire movie builds up to that heart-stopping moment, the tragic scene when the Ferrari, left in reverse, crashes through a glass window and plummets to its doom. That scene wasn't just about wrecking a priceless car, it was about consequences growing up and realizing that some things in life can't be undone. The Ferrari wasn't just a car, it was the ultimate metaphor for risk, rebellion, and the bittersweet nature of youth. These cars aren't just vehicles, they're icons that have left a lasting impact on cinema and car culture alike. Whether it's speed, style, or sheer personality, each of these legendary rides has earned its place in history. Which one is your favorite?